Chapter 3 is mainly about how your body communicates and communicates with itself, and it uses your nervous system and your endocrine system. So, your nervous system can be categorized. Like you can see here, your nervous system, there's your central nervous system, which is like your brain and spinal cord, whereas your peripheral nervous system, which is everything else pretty much, can be categorized into multiple different subsections. But I want to speak mostly onto the two main subcategories that is affected by disabilities and mental health, which is part of your autonomic nervous system. So, your autonomic nervous system works in the background. It's what keeps you alive. And so, it allows for you to breathe without having to think about it, or for your heart to beat without you having to think about it. And so, this system can be divided into your sympathetic and your parasympathetic nervous system. And so, these two divisions create a balancing act within your body. And it's important in not only your well being, but also in your survival. So, your sympathetic nervous system is your body's fight or flight response, and it prepares you for danger. Whereas your parasympathetic nervous system is your body's rest and digest system. And this is pretty much just the opposite of your sympathetic nervous system. It's important to recognize that, like your fight and flight response, it's sending blood to specific areas away from your organs, whereas your parasympathetic nervous system, it's your rest and digest. It's sending blood and circulation to your digestive system in order for you to get the nutrients and everything that you need to survive. Whereas your fight or flight response is surviving in a circumstance of danger. So sometimes your body can actually get stuck in this fight or flight response, in this fight or flight mode, and it's unable to turn off, which can not only be harmful to your brain, but it can also be harmful to your organs. And then different disabilities and mental illnesses can actually have heightened or overactive systems that cause them to go into this fight or flight response to situations that it's not actually necessary. So, taking a test or other things like that, where it's actually, you're not in danger, but your body perceives that you are. And that can actually be very harmful if you're constantly going into this sympathetic fight or flight. So your nervous system communicates using neurons and neurotransmitters. So here you can see this is a neuron. I kind of give you all the different parts because I explain how they communicate through different processes. And then the neurotransmitters are the chemical parts that go through each neuron. And they have an important role in disabilities and mental illness. And so as you can see here, there's just different types: serotonin, dopamine, GABA, glutamate, and things like that. And I go into some of the relationships that they have with different mental illnesses and disabilities. Then the other system your body uses to communicate is your endocrine system. And this is the system in charge of all of your hormones. And so hormones are chemicals that control different aspects and send messengers through your blood system. So it's a very more widespread. And the nervous system and endocrine system work together to help control many important bodily functions. So these systems are so important because often those with disabilities and mental health challenges are experiencing miscommunication or just overall changes within these systems that cause them to be unable to work correctly, and resulting in harmful consequences to not only like their physical health, but also can change how their brains may process information. So this is just kind of an overview of some of those important systems that I'll be talking about, especially within Chapter 4 and 4.1.